Winston Churchill said, "Writing a book is an adventure. To begin with, it's a toy and an amusement. Then it becomes a mistress, and then it becomes a master. Then it becomes a tyrant. The last phase is that just as you are about to be reconciled to your servitude, you kill the monster and fling him to the public." This quote hangs above my desk as a reminder that as a writer, I am in good company when the going gets rough. My desire is that you will find hope, inspiration, and excitement as you read this book. The book will be titled Uncle Jesse, The Vision to See, the Courage to Do. In this book, you will find familiar stories written by members of the Knight family, including Jay Will, Jenny Mangum, and Inez Allen. With the modern day advantage of the internet, I've been blessed with access to historic newspapers as well as many pioneer journals. To enhance the stories, I have included copies of historical documents and over 180 photos. Some of the documents from family files have never been made public. The endless flow of new information has generally been a blessing, but sometimes a curse. Just when I think I'm at the end, new stories come out of the woodwork. Okay, once complete, the book will contain 26 chapters. The first 3 chapters are titled Escape from Extermination, Trials on the Trail, and Life in Salt Lake Valley. They include a brief history of Jesse's family, the Knight family, and other members of the restored church as they endured trials in Kirtland, Missouri, and Nauvoo before they fled to Salt Lake Valley. Jesse, as a child, tried hard to relieve the burdens of his widowed mother, Lydia. And when Jesse matured, his job hauling freight led him into mining camps and other wild outposts of the West. Over time, he adopted some habits of the Gentiles. Though never immoral, he smoked, drank, and enjoyed gambling. Those habits haunted him for much of his life after his miraculous conversion. While serving on the BYU Board of Directors, he gave simple but powerful warning advice to students about the evils of those habits and the blessings of being a faithful church member, being generous, and paying an honest tithe. The book includes excerpts from those talks. I developed a deep love and appreciation for Jesse's wife, Amanda, because of her faith, her industry, and her refining influence on Jesse. In spite of challenges, Jesse and Amanda enjoyed a lot of humor with each other and their children. Included in the book are some delightful examples of their interactions. You'll find stories of their family trials and patience as told by Jesse to be very touching. This was a life-changing time for everyone in the family, but especially for Jesse. He endured the agony of watching his sick children, one who died. And he also experienced a total conversion to God at this time. The story of the Humbug Mine has often been told and repeated. Jesse maintained that he was guided to this discovery through voices and visions. I discovered in my research that as he related his visions, a doctor tried to get him committed to the insane asylum in Provo. The chapter titled Life in the Mines will take you down in the mines to see the tools they use, the process of mining, and appreciate the courage of miners who risk their lives every day. Jesse worked hard to ensure the safety of his miners. Jesse owned multiple mines in the West. His ability to find ore earned him the title, the Mormon Wizard. Because he was a Mormon, he was often blackballed by the other mine owners. When faced with opposition, he responded by building his own railroads, his own smelters, and mills. When suppliers tried to overcharge him for coal, he started his own coal mine in Spring Canyon. Beyond mining, he built 7 electrical power plants, several smelters and mills, 2 railroads, 3 sugar factories. He revived a woolen mill, rejuvenated an opera house, and rescued Duchesne farmers with a massive irrigation project. He planned, financed, and built 3 communities, each governed by rules that forbade behavior destructive to families. His first was Nightville. Jesse's wealth came at a time when the Mormon Church was in deep financial trouble and BYU was struggling to survive. His donations saved the credit of the church and the reputation of some of its leaders. The survival of BYU was assured through the generous donation of land and financing from the Jesse Knight family. It is my conviction that Jesse was chosen by the Lord to be in a position to come to the rescue at this critical time. Jesse and family influenced the architectural landscape of Provo, leaving monuments in brick and stone. In addition to the Knight block, 5 Knight homes are listed in the National Historic Register for their unique design. With his newfound wealth, Jesse expanded his empire. His vision to see and courage to do carried him north to Canada and south to Colombia, where he acquired massive acres of land to develop. In his wallet, Jesse carried the following quote by President Lorenzo Snow. It became his driving force. Quote, "Men and women of wealth, use your riches to give employment to the laborer. Unlock your vaults, unloose your purses, and embark in enterprises that will give work to the unemployed and relieve the wretchedness that leads to vice and crime. Make others happy, and you will be happy yourselves." Here are a few of the many pictures you will find while reading the book. Amanda's wild ride down Main Street in Payson with her housecoat flying and her pantaloons showing. Miners crammed into a mine cage were lowered hundreds of feet deep into the earth faster than a speeding bullet. The school built by Jesse in his mining town of Nightville. A check from Jesse to the church for $100,000 countersigned by Lorenzo Snow. Today, that amount would be equal to a little over $3 million. Knight Spring Canyon coal. It was too hot for the devil. It burned too hot for the devil. Springville Mapleton Sugar Company, where they turned beets to sweets. 10-pound sugar sack from Springville Mapleton Sugar Company. We hope you will feel as close to Uncle Jesse while reading this book as we did while writing it.